What's going on, everybody? Eaton's Pleasant here. You can just call me Kyle. This is my first video on my new channel. If you're coming over from the old channel, because I have an old video over there saying to come over here, I guess, I should probably make a video like that, huh? Anyway, if you are coming to watch this video, thank you so much for checking out the first video on my channel ever. We are going to go over the draft that I did for the Pokemon League that I created just out of the blue. It's called the Temporary Pokemon League because it's going to be temporary. It's going to be just a short league, only 8 weeks long, just basically as filler until I get into a different league. That's basically how I should word that, I guess. Anyway, we're going to talk about the team that I got here. We are now the Harlem Gloomtrotters. Before we were the Detroit Gale Wings, and after that we were the Blastburn Rovers, taking over for Dan in the Battle Union. I shouldn't say the TBU, it's just the BU, I guess. In TBU. That's so weird to say. I don't know why they included the in their acronym, but you know, they do what they do. And here we have a very offensive draft. I just decided, you know what, I really want to draft hyper offense and just break through any sort of wall that I want to. First round, I ended up getting Starmie. First of all, I picked fourth in a draft of 8, and we are using PPL drafting rules, just a variation of them. We put our own prices on things, not everything, just a few things that Joe didn't agree with. Also, thank you so much to Joe for making this logo for me. I love it. It looks exactly like Murica, which is how the Harlem Globetrotters looks. So, don't mind that it's a Vileplume because they're in the same family. Okay, they're in the same family. And it looks like a gloom. Okay? Okay. Now that we're over that, we can go ahead and talk about our team. Starmie was only 15 points, and I thought Starmie and Excadrill are both the two best spinners in the game. First of all, I've used Excadrill both in the MPL and the TBU. God damn it, I said the TBU again. The Battle Union. Fuck. And I wanted to try Starmie out. Both times that I've faced a Starmie, it's given me hell for trying to plan for it. So I wanted to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should use it because I've seen the potential against my own teams. I wonder how I could do using it against everybody else. So I just wanted to do something different. This whole team, there's only one Pokemon on here that I've ever used before, and that's Thunderous Therian. And I only used that for half of a season. So I wanted to try new things in case I get into another league. That way I know more of the format. I know how to plan with things. I'm rambling a lot right now. Let's talk about Starmie. Starmie's really strong. It has analytic. It can Hydro Pump things. It can go defensive and run Reflect type, which is very nice. And as I said, one of the best rapid spinners in the game. Next up, we have Mega Lopunny. Mega Lopunny is one of the best Megas in the format. I originally was thinking Mega Scizor, but I've used Mega Scizor before. I know how good it is. I haven't used Mega Lopunny for myself. I want to use it. I want to get my own judgment on it. I know it is good. I just want to see exactly how good I can make it, especially with a team around it that looks very nice. Since we do have Starmie and Mega Lopunny, they pair very well together, in my opinion at least. Starmie can deal with those poison types that Mega Lopunny has trouble with, and then Mega Lopunny can deal with fucking, I don't know, everything. Everything that doesn't have any defense in it, I guess. So like Skarmory and Mandibuzz, both of them really still don't like taking on Mega Lopunny, but they can. Next up, I took Crocodile. I've always wanted to try Crocodile. It has a few useful abilities in the Intimidate and the Moxie, both of which are very nice. The typing that it has, Ground Dark, two pretty good immunities. Crocodile, main thing I wanted it for is Stealth Rocks and Pursuit Trapping. Pursuit Trapping is very good for Mega Lopunny because it gets rid of those pesky Psychic types. And then, of course, Knockoff. You need Knockoff on your team. If you don't have Knockoff on your team, things like Chansey, things like Porygon 2, and just any, any NFE that can be running around in League format. Pretty hard to deal with. Knockoff also great utility move, so it's good to have. It does have a solid usable move pool, Crocodile does, but it's mainly there because it can be very versatile. Next up we have regular Scizor. I've used Mega Scizor before. I haven't used regular Scizor. I want to try it out. I want to see what it's like having a different item on it besides just the Mega Stone. Because regular Scizor, of course, is going to be, good. It's good. I know how good Mega Scizor is, and regular Scizor can run an Akaberry. It can run Natural Gift if I ever need to. Those are the main things. It can get knocked off, which kind of sucks because it takes more damage and it's not as bulky as Mega Scizor. But still, with the Life Orb, it hits just as hard, if not harder. Actually, I think it does hit harder with a Life Orb than regular Mega Scizor. Alright. Thunderous Therian. Like I said, I really like it. I think it is the best electric type in the format. I don't see much that compare to it. It's the best Volt Absorber in the format, like offensively at least. Thunderous Incarnate I've used before. I really don't see Prankster being overly useful. Especially since my team is so fast. I don't know. I don't like it. Plus Thunderous Incarnate was already taken, so Thunderous Therian has a better special attack. So it's much easier to break through walls with that extra 20 base power, and it still gets access to Nasty Plot. So I still really like Thunder T. Next up, my team is really offensive. I really wanted to get something like another bulky water. That way I'm not using Starmie exclusively as a water type on my team. I ran into that problem in my MPL Season 2 team. At the beginning of the season, the only water type I had on my team was Azumarill, and having an offensive water type as your only water type kind of blows. You need a bulky water if you want to take advantage of that. So I decided to go with Jellicent. Jellicent's pretty good. Blocks spins, it gets taunt, and it gets water absorb. All three of those, and give that excellent bulk to work with, plus the utility that frickin' ghost types get in the form of Will-O-Wisp and stuff. Hex, Stab, Shadow Ball. Those are very nice. Jellicent, it was 8 mil. It is what it is. Slurpuff I thought was a great deal for my next pick. Slurpuff, a lot of people that I've talked to really do not like Slurpuff. I don't get it. I really like it. I think it'll work very well on my team. It will be it'll be probably one of the more versatile mons on the team. Slurpuff can go offensive both sides with Calm Mind or Belly Drum, and you can get that speed boost from Unburden, outspeed the entire team and deal with it. Or you can go defensive, mixed defensive, it can go physical, it can go special, and it gets a pretty good regular fairy move pool in Wish, Protect, Heal Bell, or is it Aromatherapy? I think it's Heal Bell, whatever. It's a cake. Moving on. Volcarona. I saw that my team, at this point, the last 3 mons were really hard for me to decide on. I decided, you know what, I really need a fire type on my team. I could have taken Heatran. Heatran probably would have been really nice. Could have dropped, I don't know, could have traded in Heatran for Volcarona and Aggron and still gotten pretty good value out of them. But I wanted more setup because my team really didn't have much to set up with outside of Slurpuff. And Thundy T can, but Volcarona can boost its own speed, which is very nice. Being able to do that, I can Quiver Dance on things, and with the help of like Pasho Berries or Koba Berries, either way, it can take hits, get a quiver dance off, and then it's really, really scary at that point. The dual stab and firebug is probably one of the best in the game. I think fire is definitely one of the scariest and hardest to switch in to types in the game. So I definitely think that having a fire type on your team just overall is very crucial in order to winning, not just game to game, but just over the whole course of a season. It'll definitely get you some extra kills on a team where, I'm just talking out of my ass now. Actually, no, I'm not. Maybe I am. Next up we have Aggron. I just wanted Aggron. Just wanted it, I just wanted to head smash things. It can get Rock Polish or Autotomize. Either one you can go with. It doesn't matter. They do the same thing. It lowers the power of Heavy Slam, but I'd rather run Iron Head anyway. And then, of course, you get the Rock Head Head Smash. Very nice. So yeah, that's Aggron. Next up, we have Archeops. Archeops, I feel like my team needed another hazard removal option, so that's why I got Archeops. I didn't really see anything out in the 4 or below range that I felt comfortable with getting. I like Archeops because it can still pack pretty good of an offensive threat with itemless acrobatics. It gets head smash as well. Kind of bad though with Defeatist because it'll put me in Defeatist a little bit earlier. Has a pretty good special attack as well to take advantage of just physical threats. That way I can go mixed or just fully special with Archeops to take on certain things. Not sure what I'd want to do that against, but I can. That's an option. Of course, Defog. That's the main reason I got it. It's a fast defogger. I can get off a defog against really anything that I need to. Yeah, that's it. That's 110 points spent, and I said, to everybody that's spent all 110 of your points at this point, and you still have a spot left, you can pick a meme Pokemon. So I chose Shelmet. Shelmet's very good, but I'm not going to reveal anything. It's Shelmet. It will be used in this season. I guarantee it. Against one person. Maybe more, but it will be brought. That's all I can say. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Harlem Gloomtrotters for Season 1. The only season of the TPL, the Temporary Pokemon League. We are temporary. We don't have a logo. That's too much work for something that's not only going to be around for 2 months. Yeah, that's the that's the TPL, and we are going to see you guys next time, I guess. See ya.